New Zealand, Aotearoa, a small Pacific nation and one of the world's democracies. So, what is a democracy?
Probably one person, one vote.
We can choose who we want in government.
Democracy means freedom.
At its most simple, a democracy gives us the opportunity to elect someone who can speak on our behalf about how our country is run. We get that opportunity to vote once every 3 years. What's good about it?
It's the opportunity to make a difference.
The Official Information Act, passed in 1982, replaced the Official Secrets Act. It completely reversed the old way of thinking.
It wasn't that long ago where the mandate was for all information to be buried and to make it as difficult as possible for people to get hold of it.
"150 years ago, many of the first Europeans to see large parts of New Zealand were surveyors. It was their job to map out the land, and many of the geographical features are named after them. Intrepid adventurers like Haast, Brunner and Heafy. Right here in 1841 on the top of Mount Eden in Auckland, early surveyors made one of their very first marks. Now this trig station behind me marks the corner of land that runs from here to Cox's Bay, all the way over to Hobson Bay and back again.
Western Springs College is one of New Zealand's top state co-educational colleges. It's been chosen by the New Zealand Education Review Office and by the New Zealand Ministry of Education as an exemplary school in New Zealand, meaning that many schools visit Western Springs College to look at our successful practices.
It's Wednesday, 7th of October 2009, and today is the final of the Junior Hospitality Challenge. This year's host of the HSI Junior Hospitality Challenge is the Auckland's North Shore International Academy, and the competition is the climax of a year of regional competitions around New Zealand. Every year, the Hospitality Standards Institute, in association with Southern Hospitality Limited and the NZ Chefs Association, stage regional cookery and front of house competitions for school students who are interested in a career in hospitality.
The key sock this season is the ladylike lace anklet. Pair it back with some strappy heels and you're ready to go. If I have to sum up the season, it's all about bright and beautiful prints and colour and more colour. Don't be afraid and have fun.
And now let's talk about lingerie. The two key trends for the season are lace and colour. Across the brands, you'll see a lot of brighter shades, especially blues and aquas, corals and pinks.
The convection oven cooks 20 to 60% faster than conventional ovens and cooks evenly and is fat and oil-free. Because it cooks with hot air, also known as dry roasting, and as the food is suspended on a wire rack, fat retention is minimised. Also, foods lose less moisture and retain nutrients and flavour. Use conventional culinary skills to cook faster and better. Roast, bake, grill, cook, steam, reheat and defrost.
Children love ladders, but the higher they climb, the further they may fall. So if you see a child on a ladder, intervene as quickly as possible.
Hi dear, you must not play on the ladder. It's very dangerous for you. Would you like to come down? I'll give you a hand.
Remember that if you use a ladder in store, don't leave it unattended.
and congratulations on being given the opportunity to take on an apprenticeship in the glass and glazing industry. These workbooks are for the Level 2 Glass and Glazing Introduction qualification, which is part of the national certificate you are about to start. These books give you a good introductory understanding of how the industry operates and an understanding of glass, its uses and how it works.
Over the years I've seen guys come and go. When you go into the nitty-gritty, they're just not enjoying it or feeling part of the team, which can be tight and cliquey. You've got to earn the right. Breaking into the circle can be very hard for a lot of people.
Unit Standard 20388 is for fire and rescue personnel working with aircraft at emergency incidents and undertaking transportation by aircraft to remote locations. Generally, these personnel will be working under supervision. People credited with this unit standard are able to demonstrate knowledge of hazards associated with working with an aircraft at an emergency incident, demonstrate safe procedures. So you think you've got what it takes? Great. Now let's look at training on the job. John Blakey is the Chief Executive of Competence, which is an industry training organisation.
50% of what we do is still solidly in that engineering apprenticeship area, which is critical to industry for them to be able to kind of compete and have the level of skill they need to do overseas contracts and make things to a level of fail-safe.
The New Zealand Flooring ITO is excited to be able to offer the flooring industry a new qualification for the retail sector, the National Certificate in Flooring Planning and Design. This is an NZQA certified Level 4 qualification. This qualification is for all those people currently working in the retail sector.
The civil infrastructure industry is responsible for creating the foundations New Zealand is built on. Roads and pavements, highways and bridges, water and drainage systems, forestry roading and rural development and maintenance. Everything that keeps this country moving and working is built and maintained by the civil infrastructure industry. Taupo, in the heart of New Zealand. The area lies on a fault line which makes the ground come alive. Hot pools, steam and boiling mud coming from deep inside the earth. It's here in Taupo that one company is making use of that energy. Geotherm started life by using that natural power to provide a year-round heat source for growing orchids.
Ellerslie Racecourse, Sunday 12th of July 2009, and the tension starts to build for a very special event. No, it's not the Great Northern, nor the Derby. Instead of horses, there's buses. Instead of jockeys, there's bus drivers, and these bus drivers are going all out to win the 2009 Transquill Bus Rodeo.
It's time to open up memories of your past, and it's time to move on. It's time to open up the shadows of your heart, and it's time to move on. 'Cause it's a great time to love, and it's time to stand up and be counted.
For more information about corporate productions, check out our website at www.davemason.co.nz or call us on 09810 7241 or mail us at dave@davemason.co.nz.